Welcome to Warsaw's Palace of Culture and Science, Pałac Kultury Nauki, the giant you can use as a compass anywhere in the city. We'll step inside, go up to the viewing terrace, catch the skyline at night, then return in daylight for a slow walk around the building. If you want to visit the palace like a traveler, not just photograph it from outside, the easiest goal is the viewing terrace on the 30th floor, 114 meters above Warsaw. The terrace is open every day from 10 in the morning until 8 at night, with small changes on holidays or special events, so it's smart to check the official schedule before you go. The entrance for the terrace is from Marszałkowska Street. Walk into the main hall and you'll see the ticket desk and the elevators that take you to the top in less than a minute. Before you go up, take a second to look around. Stone columns, high ceilings, hanging lanterns. It feels half grand hotel lobby, half monument. Right now the standard ticket is 30 zloty and the reduced ticket is 25 zloty. There are also group options and you can buy online, which helps if there's a queue. A practical tip: this is still a busy, functioning building, so expect security checks and some waiting, especially around sunset. If you want both day and night in one go, arrive 30 to 40 minutes before the light starts fading. You'll go up in daylight, watch the city turn gold, and then you get the night skyline. If you're filming, have your camera ready before the elevator doors open. The first view hits instantly. Up top, it isn't only the panorama. The palace also has the Gothic Hall, the highest publicly accessible hall in the building, with decorative vaults and rosettes that feel surprisingly ornate for a place with such a tough exterior. Dress warmer than you think. The terrace can feel windy. And if you get turned around in the building, look for the signs that say Taras Widokowy. In the next chapter, we'll step into the night and see how this giant changes personality after dark. And here it is, Warsaw at night, spread out like a circuit board. The bright arteries of traffic, the softer pockets of parks, and the skyline of glass towers that now surround the palace. Look at Bestravelvideo, the huge square at the base. In winter, it turns into a little festival zone. Lights, stalls, and that big Ferris wheel glowing red like a neon coin. If you're shooting video, this is the moment for slow, steady moves. Let your camera breathe. Hold the shot for a few seconds longer than you think, so the viewer can actually absorb the geometry of the streets and the rhythm of the lights. And keep an eye on the wind too. You'll feel it on the terrace and your breath turns visible in winter. And on the clouds. When the sky is low like this, the city glow bounces back and turns everything cinematic, a soft dome over Warsaw. In the next chapter, we'll come back in daylight, circle the palace on foot, and unpack the story behind this building. Why it was built, why it's still controversial, and why you keep seeing cousins of it in other cities. Daylight makes the palace feel even bigger, because now you can read the details, not just the silhouette. As we walk around the base, look at the scale of the stonework, the repeated vertical lines, and the sculptural decorations. The building was designed to impress from street level, not only from the skyline. A quick rewind. Construction began in 1952 and the palace opened in 1955. It was presented as a gift from the Soviet Union to Poland, designed by Soviet architect Lev Rudnev in the Stalinist socialist realist style, the same family of monumental high-rises, often compared to Seven Sisters. Moscow. At 237 meters tall, it's still one of the defining structures in Warsaw, and today it's protected as a heritage monument. That history is why the palace is complicated. For many people, it's an architectural landmark and a practical building full of culture, theaters, museums, universities, offices, a whole mini-city under one roof. For others, it's an unavoidable reminder of a period they'd rather not romanticize. Both reactions can be true at the same time. Now, as you circle it, notice what the city has done around it. The palace used to dominate Warsaw almost alone. Today, it sits in conversation with the glass and steel skyline of Śródmieście. And that contrast is the real story of modern Warsaw, a city that rebuilt itself, argued with its past, and then kept building anyway. And back to the walk. Start by simply doing one full loop around the base. You'll pass the main entrances, broad staircases, and those long colonnade-like sections that frame the square. From this area, you're also steps from Warsaw Central Station and the Centrum Metro Station, so it's easy to combine with the rest of your day. Plaque Defilade, the big open space around the palace, changes constantly. Some days it's just a wide plaza and a traffic rhythm. In winter it becomes a snowy fairground with lights and stalls, and the palace turns into the backdrop for ordinary evening life. Commuters cutting across the square, tourists looking up, and locals who barely notice it anymore. If you've ever been in other capitals of the old Eastern Bloc, you might get déjà vu. Warsaw's palace has cousins beyond Poland, House of the Free Press, Latvian Academy of Sciences, and even Prague's Hotel International Prague, all echoing that Moscow template in different accents. So when you film here in daylight, don't rush. Get the wide shot that shows the whole mass of the building, then move in closer to the human scale. The doors, the steps, the little patterns in the facade. Because that's the strange magic of this place. It's both monumental and everyday, a landmark and a shortcut. And with that, we'll end our visit here at ground level, the palace behind us, the modern skyline ahead. Like Warsaw itself, always standing between eras. And if you want even more Warsaw viewpoints, we've got more Warsaw videos on the channel, including EU's highest observation deck, Highline Warsaw in Warsaw Tower, lift ride plus outdoor viewpoints. So after this palace walk, jump to that one next, compare the skyline from a modern tower, and tell us which view you prefer.